I won the war, innit? I won the war, man. I want you to look at me when I speak to you, Tobes.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I mean, have I won the war? Yes or no?
No, you haven't.
What do you mean I haven't?
You haven't won the war.
Is he a liability? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Did I call that 3 years ago?
No.
Yes, I did. The tweet is there.
No,
I
no, no.
tweeted it, bro. I
The
tweeted
tweet,
it.
the tweet is there,
tweeted
but
it,
the
bro.
argument was about Lisandro and Romero. If
I forget
memory serves
Lisandro.
me
We're not having no
correctly.
Lisandro.
No, but that's the argument. Was that not the argument? Yes or no?
That was the argument.
No,
that was the argument.
That was the argument.
No, you can say it's the argument, but my tweet specifically was Romero is a liability,
Yes,
and I said
I
it was
know.
a liability.
I'm
So,
not
yes.
you.
Yeah, but you said
I'm not-
Lisandro is better than Romero.
Exactly.
No,
You
but
said that.
that's the whole conversation, though. I
Yeah,
get
no, that's a
Lisandro.
different
We had,
conversation, isn't it? That's
yeah, that's
Is
the
it
whole
though?
conversation.
Is it? I don't think it is.
Lisandro
I don't think it is.
Romero.
I think
I hear you.
the
I hear you.
whole premise is these two are backing their own Argentine centre backs.
No, I
And
don't think
one
he
of
is.
them's one of them's been out injured for the whole season. He's only just come back and played central midfield. And this one here, Toby wants his captaincy stripped. it would seem.
Exactly. Why does he want his captaincy stripped when he was denying these claims when I kept making them? And I said to you, bro, Romero, not for you. This guy is a liability and he's going to cost you games and he's a lunatic. And this brother here, I will be vindicated. But you kept saying things were exaggerated. You kept saying, like, I don't know, you made some like huge like accusations like, broski, I know what I'm watching, you know. Are you trying to like gaslight me here? Are you trying to like argue against something that we can only clearly see? This brother, how many games does he cost you, bro? How many? I can count on two hands, bro. The amount of games this brother has cost you. And now you're going to be here saying, but now take him off the captaincy, bro. Should have been done time ago. Yes or no? Should this have been done time ago?
I mean, he only got made captain this summer, so I don't know what you mean by
No,
this should have
but
been done time
bro,
ago.
this brother, time
So-
after time, I've been telling you, this guy's not the guy. This guy's a liability. But you just wanted to come and rebuttal. I hear it, Lisandro Martinez. Cool, we can have that discussion all day long. But at the same time, bro, man's getting bullied in the air, bro. Man wants to fight people, bro. What's going on, bro? Are you a UFC fighter or you a footballer? Which one is it? You gotta pick a sport, man. Because it ain't football right now. So you got to hold that, yeah, and realize I've won the war, yeah, and look at you right now. Title of the video, I loved it. I loved that title of the video, bro, because I was like, you know what? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man.
Just let me know
now
when
you
it's my
should
turn
go
to
ahead and
speak.
speak on your
Okay,
bum,
cool,
Romero.
cool. So one, he's not a bum. Two, you're right. I do want him stripped of the captaincy because I don't believe that our captain should be putting us in it the way he put us in it against Liverpool. Because if I looked at the first half,
Yeah.
it contradicts everything you said about Romero. Because in the first half, he was playing very well, winning his defensive duels, was passing the ball well. And then with Romero in the second half, it's the same thing that gets him, the same thing that got him against PSG, the same thing that's got him in games, high-profile games for Spurs. He has a rush of blood where he thinks he needs to do it himself. And I call it selfish play, whether that's you thinking you can get this ball at that specific point in time and you spring out of your position and you leave a gap for the opposition to exploit, or you think that you're Lionel Messi and you have to pass this ball into a specific position like he did on his weaker foot for the first goal. Romero is a liability. Like, I'm not going to deny that he is a liability. So if that's what you're saying you want your stripes for, yeah, okay, you're correct. Romero's a liability. But the base argument we've always had on this is Argentine versus Argentine. Now, we don't have to discuss that now, but
Damn right we don't. Damn right we don't.
I think you'd be very mad if you even want to think you can entertain that discussion.
Damn right we won't.
No. So
I
I'm not going to
respect
touch
the audience.
I'm not going to touch it, but I'm just saying when the time comes, don't even think
There ain't no time because he's gone out the door. Your guy's gone out first.
He's not gone out the door because he's not going anywhere. We're still in December. He's not going anywhere right now. He just signed a new deal. So Romero let Tottenham down, but I'm not going to do a you and pretend this is a shit player because he's not a shit player. If you want to say he's not amazing, cool, have at it. Have at it. But we have seen defenders in this league that man rate here, multiple occasions, and their rating doesn't dip. Konate, for example. Konate's been diabolical this season. That's like me coming to you and saying Konate is not a good centre back. Would I ever say such a thing?
Yeah, but we're not comparing a Premier League
No,
winner.
no, no. But I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example of defenders, defenders in this league that are allowed to make mistakes. This isn't the first season Konate's made. Defenders in this league that are allowed to make mistakes, and it doesn't impact their broader rating. But for Romero, it does. So it's cool. If we want to analyze the game, let's analyze the game. He deserves criticism. I still want him stripped of the captaincy. But as far as conversations on he's a bum, he's this, he's that, I'm not going to entertain them.
Who do you want as captain? Who do you want as captain?
Not him. I don't want him as our captain.
It's got to be Van de Ven.
Van de Ven.
It could be. He's a shout. He's a shout. I just need someone who can keep their cool when tensions are high. And what is disappointing for me is Romero went through a period where he did actually, contrary to popular opinion, he did actually temper his, like he did manage to control his emotions. And it wasn't a case where he was putting Spurs in it. I think it turned from being the rule rather than from being the rule to the exception. And now it's going back to the rule. And that's what I don't like. So for me, I would much rather someone who's going to not play into the chaos, but actually stop the team from getting more chaotic. So for me, I want him stripped. Honestly, I want him stripped of the captaincy.
I said if Spurs are a big club, I meant this. Obviously, we were joking and having banter and winding you up, whatever. But it's true. You know, you got to make I will lose respect for Thomas Frank if Romero remains captain. Because, you know, I think highly of Frank, yeah? And I actually do. I don't just try to grizzle at you, yeah? But he has got to show some, I don't know, leadership, or I'm the boss here, I'm not tolerating mediocrity, or what you guys call, liability. He's a damn liability. That was most disgraceful captain's performance on and off the pitch, whilst playing and whilst sort of trying to talk to the referee as well. He was arguing, fighting, debating every single foul that was given, whether he was involved or any Spurs player was involved. What kind of leadership, what kind of example was that? It was honestly, I mean, I was getting happy that he's doing it because I could see he's working himself up. But as a Spurs fan like you, I would want action that night. Like you said, fair play to you. You said, I want action that night. Do the fucking press conference there and say, yeah, Romero's no longer Spurs captain. Honestly, it was embarrassing from him. Embarrassing.
You can't strip captains over a fucking performance like that.
Yeah. No, but this has been a long time.
It's not really though. He hasn't been getting red cards.
The other week at St James's Park, he was exceptional there.
Yeah, he's not been accumulating red cards every week.
You can't make knee-jerk reactions because someone loses the head in a game. He's probably passionate about Spurs. He's probably not happy with the way it's going at the minute. There probably players there not pulling the weight, which I've been saying for a while, and he's probably thinking, "Fucking hell, I can't. I'm getting stuck in." And he's lost his head. But I think he is
material. That's not captain material.
I get it. But sometimes he is captain material because when you need a bit of aggression and a bit of putting the foot in and that, he can bring that to the table. What he needs is somebody to pull him to one side and say, listen, if you're captain of this football club, you can't lose your head like that. This one, we'll let it go, but you can't do that. If you do it again, we're going to strip you of it. And if Frank makes a knee-jerk reaction and does it strips him of the captaincy, I just think that says more about the manager.
Just to add, he could end up losing the dressing room. You can't just say these things willy-nilly. No, honestly, because you can't just strip a captain mid-season when he's one of your best players, whether you like it or not, right?
I'm not saying
Romero, I know you're not, but obviously Saeed doesn't rate him. Romero is one of Tottenham's best players. Fact. Those two centre-backs, they're leading for goals. They're the best passers in the damn team, better than the midfielders. And when they actually focus and defend properly, they're proper. You go back and look at Romero, he's not accumulating red cards every single week. He's not. This is his first red card in a while, from what I can remember. So I get the kind of anger and it was a disgusting performance.
But look at the team yesterday with these, though.
It was shocking. But that's all it was. I don't think you need to go and start stripping captains.
I'll repeat again. I'll repeat in my opinion. If you're going to move forward as a club and Frank is coming to elevate levels, right? We hear Toby talking about levels and expectations and what Spurs aspire to be, right? A proper run professional football club that has standards. Those standards were in the gut with that captain performance. I'm telling you now, it's not overreactionary. I've seen Romero lose his head quite a few times, and it affects his performance. You know, we had a player very similar, like Martin Skirtle, like that. Yeah, he was very front-footed, very aggressive. I know Romero's better than Martin Skirtle, but what I'm talking about is temperament. And for a captain to have that temperament is not befitting of a club that wants to elevate their levels. If Spurs want to remain Spurs, no problem. I agree with everything that you and Steve are saying. No problem. It is overreactionary. You know, you don't have to, you can lose the dressing room. But if Thomas Frank wants to go in there, white, clean slate, this Spurs, I'm elevating Spurs, he needs to make the hardest decisions, firmest decisions.
The thing is, we've seen like mad mavericks like this who are leaders of their football club. My issue with I actually hear where Steve and Matisse are coming from. What I am saying is harsh. I think it is harsh to say strip him of the captaincy. I think it's harsh because he's one of the few people in the team, even with his issues and his inconsistencies this season. He's one of the few people that are maintaining or are at the standard that we want to be at in terms of the level of player that we need at our football club, right? The problem I have with Romero is, to Steve's point on maybe someone needs to have a word with him and tell him to cool himself. You can't be the one that someone's having to tell that to as our captain. You are the one that's meant to be marshalling others. You get what I'm saying? He's the one that's meant to be marshalling others, keeping tempers down, not letting the occasion get the better of you. And not for the first time, not for the second time. It's not even just for me, it's the selfishness. I'm sorry, it's the selfishness, because when I look at how Romero has cost Tottenham this season, it's not because he's getting ripped for pace or destroyed in a 1v1 duel. More often than not, this season, the times I've been frustrated with Romero, it's because of like head loss moments that seem like him trying to do something for the good of the club, but it's for the good of yourself. You're playing a pass on your weaker foot in the danger zone for yourself, because you're saying, this is what I feel we need to do to get the ball into the final third. You're springing out of position because this is what I feel we need to do to try and win the ball back. Not thinking about, oh wow, I've left Mickey van der Ven in it. There's an overload now. There's 2v1 or 3v2 on us. Like, for me, it's that selfishness. When I look at his issues, it's not because he can't defend. He can defend. He can defend. I'm seeing it multiple times. He can pass. He can win aerial duels. He can win ground duels. He can defend on an island. My issue is the selfishness in and out of possession. That selfishness, I'm struggling to tolerate it. And that's why I made the statement I made. I don't want to see that trait in our club captain. I don't want to see it.